what the people of Kenya want. We have sufficient, clear instructions from the people of Kenya to agree on one single presidential candidate to face William Ruto and liberate our country.
Ladies and gentlemen, looking at the politics of the Republic of Kenya, and more so looking at the politics of the united opposition, rumors have been going viral on how divided the united opposition is from within, but they have been deploying or trying to forecast a very united front ahead of the 2027 general election. Yesterday, the united opposition held a meeting, and in this meeting, the united opposition came into a conclusion of the lineup that they are going to use against President William Ruto come the year 2027. Now, some things have changed. The lineup has changed. And the reason I'm saying this is looking at the current trajectory of the politics of the Republic of Kenya and how things are currently unfolding. You know, before, we were of the Matiang'I Kalonzo ticket, or a Kalonzo Matiang'I ticket. But now, it seems that the Matiang'I Kalonzo ticket is not going to be the ticket that we are going to see come the year 2027. You might ask yourself the reason I'm saying this. I want to read to you a certain publication that has been made today morning by Citizen TV journalist or reporter Stephen Leto. Now, this is Leto's report on the lineup of the 2027 general election. Stephen Leto anasema hivi, na I would like you to listen to this lineup very carefully. On the said lineup, at the top of the list is none other than Kalonzo Musyoka, who is, according to the meeting that was held yesterday, the united opposition, all the principals came into one conclusion, that there is no formidable candidate to take the place of being the flag bearer of the united opposition other than Kalonzo Musyoka. So Kalonzo Musyoka will actually be the presidential candidate for the united opposition. Number 2 is Honorable George Natembeya, the deputy, the governor of Trans Nzoia County. George Natembeya is going to take up the role as the deputy presidential candidate for the united opposition. Why have I told you that they settled on Natembeya? In the recent past, we had seen a certain division unfolding where Natembeya and the party leader of DAPK, Eugene Wamalwa, had been fighting over the leadership of DAPK. Natembeya and the youths under DAPK wanted Natembeya to take control of the party as the party leader, or they wanted Eugene Wamalwa to actually hand over the party to George Natembeya. But to our surprise, something else is currently happening. Natembeya is not taking over the party. Eugene Wamalwa is taking over the party. It will remain as the party leader. But they have come into a conclusion. They have come into an agreement. If you look lately, Eugene Wamalwa and George Natembeya, they have returned to the board that they shared before as a party leader, the deputy party leader. If you viewed the presser yesterday between the one that was held at the Kalonzo Musyoka Command Center in Karen, Eugene Wamalwa and George Natembeya walked hand in hand. They shared a very close relationship compared to the past when they had been fighting. And let me tell you, this is what they agreed. Eugene Wamalwa, George Natembeya. Eugene does not want to become the deputy presidential candidate. He does not have the influence to bring in the Mulembe Nation votes into the ballot papers of into the ballot box of the united opposition. But Natembeya has. Natembeya has been forging this path for himself for the last few months. since last year, it has been Natembeya all along. Natembeya was the crowned prince of the Mulembe Nation as the spokesperson of the Mulembe Nation. So Eugene Wamalwa has had to bend to the will of Natembeya and to the will of the people, because the people views Natembeya as the savior of the Mulembe Nation. Are we together? So now, for them to have higher chances of negotiation, they have agreed to head their differences and now come together. And when they come together, they join with Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigathi Gachagua. They have a chance. And the chance is for them to negotiate on the numbers of votes that they are bringing to the table. Remember, Gachagua is backing Kalonzo Musyoka as the presidential candidate. Gachagua backing Kalonzo Musyoka as the presidential candidate. Looking at the numbers that Gachagua commands and the numbers that Kalonzo commands, Eugene Wamalwa and Natembeya can't beat them. So they have to take the second number. Now, if they take the second number, who comes the third? Number 3 is Fred Matiang'I. Why am I telling you Natembeya will become the deputy presidential candidate? The Mulembe Nation commands the second largest voting bloc in the Republic of Kenya. And with the Mulembe Nation united with the Mount Kenya region and the Kamba region, there is nobody that is going to stop that team. I mean, those people, once they come together, they came together in the year 2002. And that is when we saw the KANU regime bend to the will of the people of the Republic of Kenya. The KANU regime under Moi bent to Mwai Kibaki and Kijana Wamalwa's will. Allow me tell you, if these people are going to come together in what we are seeing, then some other parties, you might find the ODM party sitting down, looking at the current leadership of Oburu Odinga. Oburu has decided not to become a praise and worship team member of William Ruto's battalion. Oburu might lead these people, by the way you fight them, with the united opposition come the year 2027. So, on number 3 on the list is none other than one Honorable Fred Matiang'I, who is currently taking up the role of the Prime Minister. Fred Matiang'I will take up the role that is currently under Musalia Mudavadi. And Fred Matiang'I knows how to play that role. He served as the Prime Cabinet Secretary under Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And the man had power. The man controlled the government. So he knows how to play that role. If given that role, he can execute it to the fullest. But due to numbers and the voting blocks, Matiang'I has to come number 3. On number 4, we have Martha Karua, who will take up the role as the Speaker of the Senate. Are we together? She will take up the role of the Speaker of the Senate. And on number 5, we have none other than JB, Justin Baidan Muturi, who will take up the role as the Speaker of the National Assembly. This is a role that JB Muturi had played kitambo under Uhuru Kenyatta's regime. On number 6, we will have Eugene Wamalwa taking up the role as the Interior Cabinet Secretary. And on number 7, we will have Mithika Lentori taking up the role as the Cabinet Secretary of Defense. And on number 7, what Rigathi Gachagua controls will be a 50% stake of the parliament, of the government. Ladies and gentlemen, I dare say that this is a sweet deal, and the united opposition to become one group, they have to be accommodative of everybody. And that is why Rigathi Gachagua told the people yesterday, you might have heard rumors, people saying that we are disagreeing, that we are fighting, that we are divided from within. But one thing you must be sure of, that the united opposition come the year 2027 will decide on one presidential candidate and one deputy presidential candidate. And those people, we will put our lives online to make sure that they are sent to the throne in State House. Ladies and gentlemen, it is just getting started. William Ruto is not ready for this team because this team knows that William Ruto is currently vulnerable after Raila Amolo Odinga's passing. So they will exploit every opportunity that comes their way. I would love to hear your comments in regards to this matter and your comments in regards to this recent revealed lineup. Leave a comment on the comment section. See you in our next video.